broadcast first. Sponsored by Matax Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
And that is the view that kicks off your weekend from the Roofing Dugout at Bratcher weather camera. Beautiful shot of the sun setting tonight here in Champaign. And we're going to head into the evening quietly, but by tomorrow morning, we may have some wintry precipitation around. Take a look at that precipitation breaking out across parts of Missouri. It is heading for central Illinois and may come in the form of some freezing drizzle, maybe a few snowflakes, and depending upon when you're out tomorrow morning, may pose a greater impact on your travel because temperatures are falling. 35 in Champaign, 31 in Decatur. We'll talk more specifically about the travel times for tomorrow if you're out and about and when that wintry precipitation could be here. That's coming up. WCIA 3 News starts right now.
Now on WCIA 3 News.
Fire departments across the state are getting more calls, but they're not all for fires. Why they say that could put you in danger.
Firefighters went into a burning home and say they found a man with a gun. Now we know what he's charged with tonight.
I was more upset because you didn't steal from us, you stole from kids this Christmas.
A barbershop was broken into, and we'll tell you what was taken.
You're watching your local news leader. This is WCIA 3 News at 5.
We do more things now than we've ever done.
A fire department in central Illinois is getting more calls than ever. Good evening. I'm Paul Cicchini.
And I'm Jennifer Roscoe. We're talking about the Carroll Fire Department in northeast Urbana. But they're not the only ones with calls on the rise. Departments across the area are seeing the same trend. WCIA 3's Courtney Bunting is live outside the Carroll Fire Department. Now, Courtney, people would think, okay, that must mean there are more fires.
Yeah, Jennifer, you would think, but actually that increase is due to several different reasons, none of which are fires. Now, for starters, fire departments are doing more now than ever before. Some firefighters are even getting certifications for things like large animal rescues, so they have more reasons to be called out. Another contributor is less volunteers. Firefighters say that's also happening across the country. That decrease is forcing fire departments to make special arrangements for other departments to help them.
Well, you can always say to the others, oh, we have enough help. Okay, great. Slow down, or you can go back. We're good. That's great. But in the meantime, we get a lot more calls because we're putting each other on each other's run tickets as automatic aid to provide the quickest response possible.
Cameron, who you just heard from, says they continue to deal with what they call nuisance calls. For example, someone pulling the fire alarm as a prank. But it's a lot more serious than just wasted time and money. Emergency vehicles actually increase the risk of an accident happening nearby because of the distraction of the emergency lights. And the Carroll Fire Department is always looking for more volunteers. They said they're looking for anyone who has a passion for helping others. Reporting live in Urbana, Courtney Bunting, WCIA 3, your local news leader.
Thank you, Courtney. Now, we talked about other departments. We found out every single one we talked to is reporting higher numbers compared to last year. Carroll Fire Department calls went up almost 9%. Champaign's grew by more than 2.5%. Urbana saw almost 3% more, and Danville leads the pack, almost 11% more calls.
Police arrested a man from Kankakee for a deadly stabbing in Watseka. It happened near North 3rd and East Oak Streets yesterday. When officers arrived, they found a man with a stab wound in his neck. He died at the hospital. Andre Maiden was arrested for aggravated battery. Police are still investigating. Police in Champaign are investigating after 3 people were shot last night. They say it happened near State Street and Bradley Avenue. 3 men showed up at the hospital with gunshot wounds. They say shots were likely fired at a car and hit the victims and the car multiple times. The victims then drove that car to the hospital. Officers say they found a gun and shell casings at the scene. There's no suspect information at this time. 3 U of I police were hurt after trying to remove a woman from a video store. It happened last night at the Family Video on Philo Road in Urbana. Police say 44-year-old Treva Murray was refusing to leave the store. When officers arrived, she knocked down display merchandise and started swinging objects at police. They tased her, but it had no effect. It took 4 officers to take her to the ground. Again, 3 were hurt. All 3 were taken to the hospital. They've all been released. Murray is charged with battery, resisting a police officer, disorderly conduct, criminal damage to property, and trespassing.
One man says he helped a woman after she was abandoned in a field. Mike Flout says he was driving to work when he saw her lying there. When he went up to the person, thought she was dead because her face was gray, but he nudged her to make sure and realized she was still alive. He yelled for someone to call an ambulance and stayed there until they got there.
When she came to and started breathing and talking, she started shaking really violently. So she was laying in the wet mud. So I'm sure she was hypothermic or in shock.
Investigators say they're handling this as a domestic dispute. They say it started with an argument in a car and the woman is doing okay. New for you tonight, a Rantoul man charged with having sex with a 14-year-old is facing more charges. Police arrested Jorge Elvir Reyes earlier this month. He was charged with aggravated criminal sexual assault. Police say they got a warrant to search his phone. That's where they say they found explicit photos. He's now charged with child pornography. We
have an update on a story from last night. An armed man found in a house fire in Iroquois County has been arrested. It happened in Milford on 1100 North Road. The Iroquois County Sheriff's Department says Olin Morris III is charged with arson and possession of meth. Fire crews were called to the house last night after flames were seen in the second-story window. When they went inside, they found Morris in a first-floor bedroom with a gun. The Milford fire chief says Morris threatened a firefighter. The Sheriff's Department was able to get Morris out, and the fire was put out. No one was shot. A fire broke out in the kitchen of a home in Fisher just before 5 this morning. It happened near Owl Creek Lane and Glendale Drive. Officials say the fire started in the dishwasher, but they don't know what caused it. A woman got out with her pet. Firefighters were able to save the house.
The Illini are getting set to take on the Hawkeyes. Why history isn't on their side.
Plus, police say there may be a Grinch in one city. How a theft from a barber shop is hurting kids in need.